Hello, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds, where we are done with our current batch of secondary quests. And the last one, we have finally completed Parvati's journey full of trials and tribulations towards date with Captain Junlei of the Groundbreaker.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Amazing. Remind me please the mods that I have. Tech Kit and Nightingale Step. I might just take everything for the armor and then see how that will go. Just going through all the grips that I have and still no harsh grip. That is just sad. So, let's see. I have this protective clothing with safety harness gold, right? I don't know why I have that one though. Waste 2.5 gives me some tech skills. So, let's see. I have Nightingale Step and Tech Kit. Okay. I don't think I picked any other. And I have a tech kit. It would be that one, which gives me some tech skills. But I have Silver Tongue and Improved Silver Tongue, which gives 10 to the dialogue. I also have so tech and stealth. Let's check these things, shall we? So tech will improve my science and engineering and medical, which I don't think I really need. Stealth would improve my sneak, which I definitely don't need. Hack and lockpick, which sometimes might be useful. But my worst set of skills is the dialogue one. So perhaps it would make sense to have that one. Let me also collect. Yeah, I can have those. Just basically at this point give me all of my armor mods. I have quite a collection, you know. Modify. Let's see, this is utility, right? So this is my nightingale, volume of footsteps and radius of footstep sound. Okay. Which is useful for a sneaky character, right? This one would increase my walk speed. Interactable highlight range. Okay. Carrying capacity. Sprint speed. Oh, that one is just pristine. Okay. Then dodge distance and armor degradation. So I'm slightly torn between the Nightingale step because I don't know what will be the effect if now I do not have it. And my walk speed. Let's try to go with the walk speed. Yeah, so I can swap it. Okay, so skill kit, I would like to use an improved silver tongue. Nice. Gadgets are extremely rare. So this is against melee attackers. This one would make me temporarily invulnerable. Okay, this looks interesting. Increases movement speed when you enter tactical time dilation. Oof. So my problem with using mods that I only have one item of, like, is that what if I will regret it? This is just augmented toughening. Cold damage. I think I will just make it toughened, because I have plenty of those. And what I will now use is this one. Well, you can actually see that it has my sleeves are improved, which is very nice. And with that, my dialogue, yeah, look at that. Look at that, eh? That is quite a number, eh? Does not look that terrible now. Now we just need to store all these sorts of crap. It was interesting and all. Are we in Byzantium? Yes, we are. I will be taking Ellie with me and Sam, because Sam is my favorite companion. Maybe because he's the simplest one. I don't know. I just feel like I wanna take Sam with me. There. So we will go to the Prosperity Plaza first, and from there to the bar. And I'm also thinking, I did not stash it, I did not. So this would give me plus 15 to my dialogue skills, while this only gives 10. So if I now have like 85 intimidate, right? So if I put this one, intimidate is still the same. Chimera gives 20. 81, 75, 81. No, wait. 81, 75, 85. Ha! I basically created a chimera? But that's weird. Like if I remove it. Yes, so it goes away. But how? That damage type resistance though. Oh. I do not understand it. So you're saying it gives me 10 and 10. Well, you can clearly see skill bonus. It's just 5.
I know a guy who
But that would
knows a
feel
guy.
Baser's Choice Zero G Brew.
so much more in line with the current environment. So I'm blending in. So we have some wealthy citizens. Mr. Billingsley. Okay, some sort of a back room without much to it though. And another exit. Okay, got it.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, by all means, ask away.
Did you pick up any interesting rumors?
Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka is about to release its newest color, ultraviolet, completely invisible to the naked eye.
Anything else?
Maverick Johnston's about to release his new picture. From what I hear, they've already started shooting. Celeste Jolliker's disappeared without a word. I've heard she's taking an extended and indefinite sabbatical.
That's one way to call death.
Maverick Johnston's about to release...
Okay. What's it like working here?
I don't believe in work. Work is for auto mechanicals and lower classes.
So how does anything get done around here?
By auto mechanicals, of course. Byzantium's fleet of mechanical servitors are programmed to simulate a labor force, but without all the unsightly workers milling about. We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment.
Okay. So, Mr. Mayfield.
Hey, stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clarke's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Didn't know I was talking to such a big shot.
Yep, you're looking at the Minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
What's so important about guarding Minister Clarke?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Do I want to express my interest in Iki or just like congratulations?
Yep. I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks.
Ooh, that would be nice. How about I buy you a drink to celebrate your promotion?
That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Hey, bartender.
Please allow me to improve your drinking.
Yeah, but do have Spectrum vodka. Is it this? No. Which of them? Which of them is cheaper?
Hey,
Here's to a promotion.
here's to me. Hey, you're really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Please allow me.
Hey, it's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Anything you can tell me about Minister Clarke?
Oh, he's medium height with like medium colored hair and like a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters.
Have you not seen him? You haven't met him, have you?
Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started.
Can I
Please
give him
allow.
another one?
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast?
Preparing bodily waste. Collection receptacle.
I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
Did he just die? I feel bad about that.
Sam, did you clean my quarters? I couldn't find anything this morning.
Customer order. Clean my quarters. Processed and added to the schedule. Please respond in affirmative to approve this service request.
Stop! I just put everything back.
Thank you. Service confirmed.
Next ship, I'm asking for a door that locks.
Yeah, good luck with that. Sam, do you have anything to say about this janitor over here?
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
Ah, this angry lady. I suppose I don't have any...
They're on us. Bring them down!
That escalated quickly. Okay. So the guy is still alive.
Sam, did you clean my quarters? I couldn't find anything this morning.
Customer order, clean my quarters. Process and add it to the schedule. Please respond in affirmative to approve this service request.
Stop! I just put everything back.
Thank you.
Let's see. First, we do not need them to be aggressive.
Service confirmed.
Next ship, I'm asking for a door that locks.
Muting volume now.
I mean, come on, I can pick it.
You gotta teach me that.
Nope. That's my proprietary secret. Are you gonna just stand there? Yeah, I believe the technician can hear me. Which is why there is a certain reaction. Well, that is upsetting. Oh god, they're just everywhere, right? Wasn't there a dude in the kitchen? Yes, there was. Just in the far end of the kitchen.
Not right.
Damn it.
Okay.
So I know that I can do that.
Gun quiet.
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Mine's playing tricks on me. Guess I'm seeing things.
Guess I'm seeing things.
I don't
I
see
can
the
take a hint.
point of this place. I really need to get upstairs. Ah, crabs. You're just fine with me like that, right? I mean, you certainly do not cease to amaze me, man. Okay, I'm talking to like a proper Byzantium gentleman over here, so
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
sneaking around.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
Interesting. What are you talking about?
Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, it's the only way these morons understand anything. I said you may tell Charles to go fuck himself.
Who's Charles? I'm just here to ask you some questions.
Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
Oh, your security is relatively lax. Wait, you think I'm a dissident?
My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term. Which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here.
I'm looking for dimethyl sulfoxide.
Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then?
They're not drugs, they're chemicals. And if you haven't been ordering them, who has?
Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course, of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
You mean Chairman Rockwell's locked you up here?
You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Why would he go through all this trouble?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will?
If it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
It's filthy indeed, my mechanical friend. Rife with the worst sort of corruption. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
The HHC headquarters?
Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run the colony together. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and appointed Minister of Earth.
Let's focus. How do I get there?
Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
Okay. Obvious? Well, probably...
They're rather dirty.
Okay.
There are also rumors of sprat infestations, faulty auto mechanicals, and other unsavory hazards, if that sort of thing bothers you.
Not at all. Once I get there, what then?
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
How did you manage to hang on to your access card?
The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look.
Do I want to know?
I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles.
Oh, thanks for your help.
Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
I have a slight suspicion that maybe something happened back on Earth. Because this is not the first time that the game character mention that they have not, like, something is unusual or raising suspicions with the way the communication with Earth works. So when we were working for this communication engineer on Groundbreaker, she told us that there are no encrypted messages, right? Or unencrypted, like one of these messages, like they're no longer there. And it raised her suspicion, and she's like, eh. Now, this guy mentions that Rockwell must hold the messages from the Earth, but what if there are no messages to hold back? Now, what if Phineas knows something about Earth as well, which is why he wants to revive the Hope colonists? I don't know. Okay, what's on the cartridge?
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash.
How long will that take?
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat.
Well, it's something, I guess.
And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
Muting volume now.
There was a technician that would go around these parts. Yeah, I'm just above this guy.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety?
However, before that, I remember that I forgot to visit a certain someone on the Groundbreaker. It is very silly of me. And I might use this one, but instead of cushioned souls, we will use the Nightingale Step. First, let's go check on the book. I have no idea which one is that though. No clue whatsoever.
Felix, your apps are surely not going to believe this. You remember that spin-off series about the mass marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming on for a special romance arc? Ah! What if they hold hands?
Wow, are you serious? I gotta get a copy of that.
I'm trying to preserve my ankles, so modify armor, this one, and I would like to install Nightingale Step instead of cushioned souls. Yes. Now we store that thing. Now a quick trip to the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Hey, I can actually do it like that. But I cannot... I can do that instead. I don't know, let's try to take these guys.
Is it done?
About that.
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species, or are we finished here?
You misunderstood Shartran's research. She's our best shot at survival in Halcyon.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
The thanks we get for showing a little integrity.
What a surprise. Seems we're no longer wanted here.
So, how much my reputation got... You're joking me, right? It's still revealing, like it's 100%. Okay. I guess that was that. I mean, at least I got my experience points, right?
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Does he have anything to say about arrival of another doctor, another scientist? Do I even see her around here? I do not see her around here.
I've heard those iconoclasts have a rather smashing opinion of you. Get it? Smashing? Iconoclasts? Oh, never mind. What's on your mind?
Ah. That's disappointing. Who's in this one? Or in those? It's sad to not see any glimpse of her, but maybe that will happen later? Alright, never mind. And back to Byzantium. I mean, at least we got some experience points.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
It wasn't me. Don't look at me, I'm not doing that.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
So that would definitely be Elia. And let's go with Sam again. Can I get to the maintenance tunnels? Yes, I can. So from there, you both are looking my way. How dare you? You just had to turn right this second, right? Did you get stuck? That was a relatively close call. But I mean, relative does not exactly count, so... Alright. I don't think they will be happy. If I just appear there. But they also looks like I can just walk here. Oh, requires a key.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
Oh, this bush is surprisingly big. Okay, let's whoop.
You ever get the urge to just hawk one on the floor?
Okay.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo.
Got it.
Subsidiary
Do we
of
really
Colway
need all the
Pharmaceuticals.
security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Can't be too careful. Dissidents like Phineas Wells will stop at nothing to ruin this colony. Hell, I even heard a rumor that Celeste Jolliker was recently uncovered as a dissident.
But couldn't they concentrate the security outside the building so we can get some work done?
Why are you so bothered by having a few guards around? I think I'm gonna have to speak to your supervisor about these dissonant leanings of yours.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, that looks like some sort of a security checkpoint over there. Where did these guys go? So I don't see any other opportunity rather than just like trying to walk in.
State your business.
Oh, that's easy.
Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only.
Let's show him the access card.
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Fine.
Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
Oh, what a shame.
You don't have to be sarcastic about it. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm gonna save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Got it. Just 5 bits? You confiscated just 5 bits? Oh, we're going in without any sort of like uniform or anything at all. I am partially uncomfortable about that. Just ever so slightly. Percival plats some sentinels with some acid blades. Exciting. Doors locked at 150. At least we see some decent security around here. An elevator that tries not to look as an elevator. Huh.
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon, Minister Clarke's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
You should get back to your desk. I saw somebody eyeing your stationery.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Okay. Construction checklist. Get rid of Minister Clarke's stuff. Percival claims the real leather sofa. Tear down the rest of the wall. Check to see if the wall is load-bearing. Do before number 2. Install a steam bath to Chairman Rockwell's specifications. Install wet bar next to steam bath. Finish everything before Chairman Rockwell returns. Should be number 1. It's curious if, like, what was so difficult to rearrange the list?
Disorder detected. Minimal.
That is surprisingly uneventful office, I must say. Okay. View priority message. Chairman, the rough cut of the presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but we've covered the basics. Halcyon is on the brink of starvation. The board's scientists are working on a solution. Workers can look forward to the lifetime employment program for their chance to contribute. You'll see the current version when you print your key card for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. And yes, before you ask, the dimethyl sulfoxide has been delivered there. It's waiting for your sign-off on the broad strokes, so I wanted to make sure you saw it. Don't worry, I'll make sure it gets properly edited. Sophia. Before we do that, personal files. What's taking so long? Percival, how long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Toss Clarke's belongings into the streets of Byzantium for all I care, he's not using them. Just get my office expansion done before I return. I'm tired of staring at that hole in the wall. And for Lord's sake, do something about that doom and gloom presentation. We have the brightest minds in Halcyon working in our public relations department, and they make this announcement sound like a damned funeral elegy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. Masseuse. Reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to attend to off-site. Chairman, I've made inquiries and can confirm that we have plenty of food, real food, stored away from our inter-colony trade. The nutritional profile of food produced within Halcyon has continued to decline. Soon people are going to start feeling hungry no matter how much they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying from even the closest colonies, but what we have will sustain Byzantium and a minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. Chairman, the heads of the other 9 corporations are up in arms about their shares again. As head of UDL, you can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again. Let's first send Clarke's message. Please allow between 3 and 9 months for your message to complete transit. And print the key card.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
I just do not trust this sleaze of a person.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
I suggest that we leg it from here. The faster the better. Do not talk with people, do not do anything, just leg it. As if I have never even been here. I will deny all the accusation towards me. And now we check this place, which, well, first and foremost is bright as hell. Has a number of clerks, because of course. Diligently working. Hello there. Guard hold. Guarding some restricted access area. More clerks.
I
HR.
think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
They're all pretty unpleasant. What do you think they actually do down there?
Best not to ask. Remember that one clerk, Emily? She found a badge one of them had dropped and went down to return it. Never saw her again.
Welcome to the Human Resources portal for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Humans are our fourth most important resource at the Ministry. If you have a complaint about anything work-related, write about it here. You will feel much better after you do. View employee complaint. Caroline and the court. Finally taken action. Theodore Isaacs keeps eating my purple berry lunches. I know that sprat-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him with crack crumbs on his limbs and purple-berry stains on his lab coat. Working next to him and seeing him pick the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth just makes me want to scream. There, I did it. I screamed a little. That felt good. I'm just going to sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act and then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm going to be so livid.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
And that's your reward for just doing the posters, eh? So we have either a restricted area or Caroline over here.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
Yes, I know. You seem like a woman who knows about sprat mitochondria, but I can take this conversation elsewhere if you're busy.
Oh. Oh. You know, I always have time for sprat mitochondria, as well as charming men who can appreciate the finer points of cell biology.
How do you feel about mitosis and meiosis? The contours of smooth endoplasmic reticula.
This is certainly a conversation worth continuing elsewhere, but I don't think I've seen you around, and I'm sure I'd remember you.
I'm new and my paperwork hasn't come through yet.
In that case, I can get you into the lab. Consider it a favor you can repay later. Follow me.
With pleasure. Ah, what was that? I mean... This is not how I envisioned being inside Ellie's mouth. If I ever envisioned that, okay? I'm not like... God damn it.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
Thank you. It's interesting how all of a sudden the whole area is no longer restricted for me. That would be elevated downstairs, that I guess was referred to. What's that, some sort of archive room? Nah, I'm not interested in some bits of ammunition. What's the point of this room? I'm more interested in this one now. But this car just stands here. Oh, are you gonna swap places? Of course this lady went here. Because why wouldn't you? Right?
Unit moving to destination.
Let's see if she moves again. I mean, I would assume that she should move again.
I won't tell.
Now that is so much better.
Headed back.
Now, we need to head down there to the lab, where we should expect to find dimethyl sulfoxide. And that will progress our main plot, because at the moment we run out of secondary tasks. All our companions have their personal quests wrapped up. Everybody else seemed to be helped as well. So yeah, we're going to be moving through the plot. For now, we'll make a pause. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let me know down in the comments what I can improve here. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.